nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two. Everybody mute! Everybody mute!
Huh? How to play? What kind of text is that? Step 1, don't die. Once you do, there's no going back.
Hi everyone, what you just saw was the intro into the new MonsterVerze trailer. If you haven't already watched it, you can watch the full version on the YouTube channel. In this video, I want to go through the trailer and break it down, look at the recent leaks, go through the Q&A that happened before and after trailer release, and lastly some fun facts you probably did not know. The person in the beginning of the trailer is us, the player. You can see the player look at their phone and question the text that they got. I saw some people confused about the steps, and the steps are actually referring to the game's description. In this, you are greeted by an interesting looking cat. Some people have said that this cat is luring us to our death and that it was on purpose, but I don't know. I honestly think our character was destined to die. Before we even died, we received a text about the afterlife. Step 1, don't die. Spoiler, we end up dying, obviously, as you just saw. And then step 2, refer to step 4. It turns out that this cat is based off Zia. She is a member of Perfect Harmony. And as you can see, there are 2 other members. Peach stated in the Discord broadcast that we died to save Zia. And in return, since cats have 9 lives, she gave us one of her lives. And that's how we ended up in MonsterVerze. It kind of makes me wonder, if we didn't save Zia and we passed away like a regular person, would we have never ended up in MonsterVerze? Are the people that cross over into MonsterVerze only for special cases? Because that's how it seems. Next, in step 2, we are introduced to Skella.
Oh, and listen to Skella. She's the beginning of the end around here.
And we are told to listen to her because she's the beginning of the end around here. You should already know that when the player first steps into MonsterVerze, you are greeted by Skella. I'm not sure if this line is supposed to have some hidden meaning or if it's literally just referring to the fact that she's the first person you're going to meet in game, because either way, I feel like it makes sense if it's an idiom or being literal. Step 3, catch the train. If you miss it, you may miss your fate. Is this insinuating that the train is the entrance to the afterlife? Actually, trains are often depicted in fictional media and cultural belief as the transportation to the afterlife, literally and metaphorically.
This ride is destiny.
In this step, the narrator also mentions how for us, this ride is destiny, referring to what I said earlier about how we are destined to die. In another sense of the train's functions, Peach mentioned that the train station can be used as a fast travel checkpoint. Although since this message was from 6 months ago, I don't know if it's still valid. I think it is. Here are some sneak peeks of the train station. Next, Khalil is introduced alongside Vampire Riot. I still have no idea what Vampire Riot is and why it keeps coming up. For some reason, I'm not too interested in researching into it, although I did find out that I think it's just something that's all in his head, and I think someone's just pranking him. Anyway, Alara, Lucian, and Nocturna are introduced into the trailer. I love the animation, it's super cute. Finally, we reach the end of the trailer with step 4. Your afterlife is your second life. A few seconds go by and we are listening to the outro music and Peach finally announces the release date of the game. It is October 17th. It was originally, I think, like September 17th. So the game has been pushed back by 1 month, aka 4 weeks. Altogether, we're waiting 2 months. But 2 weeks before the game, we will be able to have paid access to the beta, which will cost about 100 Robux. I know a lot of you are really upset about the date being pushed back. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed myself, but it is what it is. I would prefer the game to be late and good rather than early and bad, and I'm sure all of you will think the same. A lot of people, including myself, were a bit confused and upset that there was no gameplay in the trailer. It was something that I personally was expecting. It turns out that that trailer was for introduction and lore purposes. They do have a gameplay trailer expected to release in the coming weeks, so be sure to look forward to that because I definitely am. Something I want to mention about the trailer was what stood out to me the most. It was the music. I seriously love the vibe of the music and the voice acting. Hufflepuff's voice really stood out to me, and I'm excited to hear more from her as she was announced to be the official voice actress for Skella. Before we move on, I want to recognize everyone involved in the trailer: the animators, Blizzy, Tellurina, Darkmoor. The voice actress Havupan as the narrator, as well as Skella's confirmed voice. The credits for the music go to Snacking Peaches and Pomyi. The modelers Tiago and Ed, and lastly, Ian as the artist. Okay, next we are going to look at some recent leaks. Here are some of the shoes created by V, concept by Nini. These are super cute and very monster coded. I can definitely see these being used in some super cute outfits. Next looks like the opening menu to the game. I love how unique it looks and how it resembles a computer screen, like when you first open your laptop and you open some tabs and stuff. I just love the digital aspects because we were going to be getting a social media platform in the game called Instagram. Obviously, this is inspired by Instagram, but I think they're going for like a MySpace, MSN type of vibe. It's giving early 2000s. Something else I noticed is the background. It looks absolutely beautiful and amazing. I don't know where this is located. It looks like an office of some sort. Maybe it's the headmistress's office. This circular glowing area with the magic circle on the ground, I think this is where our avatar will spawn before we click play and get teleported into the game. So it will look kind of like this. This looks bad, but I think it will look like this. Next, I pulled some questions from the broadcast that happened before and after the trailer release. So let's go through them. Firstly, will trading be added? Answered by Nini, trading will be a community vote in-game. We, the players, will decide if they will add it or not. Apparently they have things set up for it, if it will or will not be added. Comment down below if you'll vote for trading or not. Personally, I think I will vote for trading. Will all hair types be added in the game? Kat answered yes. All hair types from type 1 to type 4 will be implemented. Additionally, they'll have all skin tones, including fantasy ones. How much Robux is it in total to buy all the game passes? Currently, it's 3,375 Robux. Vivi answered, although besides VIM, none of the game passes will keep their current price. They will all change. Also, it depends on your region. Keep in mind, do not buy the game passes. Do not buy them until the game comes out fully. Will we ever get a behind the scenes on developer work? Vivi said perhaps, and probably yes. In the future, of course, when the game is already released. Personally, I would love to see some behind the scenes, but I don't think it's anything that people are like dying to see. It would just be nice to see, but if we don't get it, then that's fine. Will there be role-playing areas? Kat answered yes. The game will definitely be supporting role-playing. Why was the game delayed? Peach said it was delayed due to recent complications as well as Peach prioritizing the well-being of her team. If you're mad at that, then I don't know what to tell you. These are real people behind the screens working on the game, and I firmly believe that your health is your wealth. Peach also states that she prefers the game to be late and good rather than early and bad, and I completely agree with that. When will the beta release? Answered by Peach, the beta releases 2 weeks before the release date, so at the beginning of October. Can we play on console? Peach said yes, we should be able to. Are the cats a metaphor for guiding the player to the afterlife? Peach responded with basically no. The cat is an NPC in the game named Zia, and coming across her was a complete accident, but I'm gonna say some might call it destiny. How does custom glamour work? Peach said that if you have custom glamour, you will be able to use the color wheel, and you will have access to certain eyes being animated and hairs having smart bones. If you don't know what smart bones are, it's when the hair is basically animated like this. I'll put a video in just to show you. Will more body types be added? Peach replied that they will probably add an androgynous body type, but that's it. Some people have been asking if they will be able to change their avatar's height and the proportions of the body parts, but that's just not possible for them, although they have tried. Will European cultures be added? A lot of the seasons will primarily be focused on indigenous cultures. It will be added in, but they won't dedicate a whole season to it. Lastly, some fun facts you did not know. The music in the trailer is the theme song of MonsterVerze. So like I said, I love that music, so I'm really hyped for that. Peach said that there was meant to be a trailer for each season as well as trailer for special sets. which includes the beta set and the VIM set. So if there's 7 seasons, then there's meant to be like 7 trailers. I don't know if trailer is like the correct word that we should be using. Maybe like teaser for the season, trailer for the season. I don't know. Only 3 characters in the game have crushes. These characters are Khalil, Alara, and Daisy. I already know the answers to this. Spoilers if you don't want to know the answers though. Everyone knows that Khalil has a big fat crush on Skella. Alara was confirmed by Peach that she has a crush on Khalil. Nothing has been confirmed about Daisy, but I have a huge suspicion that her crush is Maya. Why does Skella have wings? We have no idea. Even Skella has no idea. How do you have no idea why you have wings? She definitely has some secret past. I mean, I support Kinesis's theory that Skella is part dragon, but we will never know, and we will find out in the future when the game releases, or honestly, we just will never know. She also doesn't know why her name is Skella. She has no memory of blood relatives. That is kind of sad to me, not gonna lie. I feel really bad for her, and it reminds me of Nocturna when she lost her memories. My initial thought was that, does this mean Skella's completely alone? No, it doesn't. She just said that she has no memory of blood relatives. You can have a family with people that aren't blood related to you. I still feel bad because she doesn't know anything about her past or her history, but hopefully we can find out what happens. So what is Daisy? Spoiler alert. Daisy is pretty much the main antagonist, if you can even call her that. She's absolutely valid the entire time. Okay, that is kind of vague, I feel like, and I'm struggling to understand what Daisy is. I feel like that didn't really help too much. How is she always right? Apparently there isn't a single moment where she isn't right, and on top of that, she's multiverse. So she's basically like OP as hell. She just has knowledge from other universes. Lastly, what is Robert? I also deducted that Robert is Lucian's teddy bear, we know that, and he cares about Lucian a lot. Although at first, I wasn't sure if there were ulterior motives. Turns out there isn't. Lucian used to have night terrors because he was born with really strong powers, and after he got Robert, it all disappeared. I feel bad for Lucian because he was having night terrors as a little baby boy. That's so awful, and I love Robert now. I am curious about Lucian though. He had really strong powers when he was born. So he's kind of like the opposite of Maya, because Maya is like almost 18. She's 17 and she's still a fledgling. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoyed the trailer. Let me know your thoughts down below. Consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.